Question number 21. Using the table above, for this case, at the right, what is the total frequency? Is it A, 8, B, 18, C, 43, or D, 60? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, for this question, it is very easy because we are talking about the total frequency. And when we are talking about the total frequency, what you could do is you could just add this all. Of course, there is also another trick there. If you are given the cumulative frequency, the highest, okay, in the cumulative frequency is automatically the frequency or the total frequency in the given data set. So that is letter D. Now let's check whether we are correct. All right. Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 22. What is the lower boundary in solving the first quartile? Is it A, 20.5, B, 30.5, C, 40.5, or D, 50.5? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. This is just the same as our data given.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, in getting the lower boundary of the first quartile, what we need to do is to solve first the position. Okay, so in solving the first quartile, that would give us the kn over, okay, since we are talking about quartile, that is 4. And since we are talking about the first quartile, our k there would be 1 out of 4. And if you multiply the n, what is our n? This is the total frequency. So that is 60. So we get the 1/4 of 60. So we divide 60 by 4. Alright? So the correct answer is 15. Now, which among this given falls the 15th position? Okay, so this 8 here, it means the first position up to the 8th position. This 18 here means the 9th position to the 18th position. Okay, so of course, our 15th position is already belonging to this part. Okay, so that would be this class interval. And the lower boundary is taken by just subtracting 0.5 in the smallest interval. So that is 21. So 21 minus 0.5, the correct answer is 20.5. Letter A. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright. Very easy, my dear math learners. I hope you got that one. So now let us continue in question number 23. Question 23. The same given data, what is the value of the first quartile? Is it A, 23.35, B, 27.50, C, 36.72, or D, 42.58? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, I need to show you the formula for this, for group data, okay? So, in the group data, we have this formula, okay? I hope you see that one. That our formula is, we have the quartile, and the K here is the position of the quartile we are talking about, and then the lower boundary is equal to the lower boundary plus the kn over 4 minus the cumulative frequency below, or the below cumulative frequency, divided by the frequency of that quartile where it belongs, multiplied by the interval. Okay, so now, my dear math learners, how do we solve this one? Earlier, we already have the value for our lower boundary, which is 20.5, right? Okay, and then plus we have the kn over 4, which is 1 over 4 times 60. We already have established that. That is the value of 15. That is the 15th position. Okay, now how do we get the CFB, which is the cumulative frequency below? So since we are dealing with this, right, this part, this is where the 15 okay, sorry for the line. Now this is where the 15 goes, right? The cumulative frequency below this one is this one. Okay, so that would mean minus 8. All right, then divided by the frequency. The frequency for this line is 10. So that is divided by 10 times the interval. So what is the interval of the class interval here? Okay, the class size. So 21 to 30, that is 10. So of course, that is 10. So basically, you can just cancel this. All right. And 15 minus 8, the answer for that is 7. So 20.5 plus 7, when you add this one to this one, that would give you this one. All right. So we have the correct answer, which is letter B. Let's check whether we are correct. All right. right. Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 24. Question 24. What is the cumulative frequency below the 85th percentile? So I think this is just the same as earlier. Okay, let me just delete first or hide first the image. Okay. Is it A, 18, B, 43, C, 51, or D, 55? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, talking about the cumulative frequency below the 85th percentile, what we need to do first is to get the 85th percentile using the formula Kn over 100, not over 4. Because earlier, what we did is we use over 4 because we are talking about quartile. But now, we will be using Kn over 100 because we are talking about percentile. So, our K here is 85. So, 85 over 100 and our N is 60. Okay. So, when you multiply 85 times 60, or of course, you can cancel the 0 here. Okay. So, that is 85 times 6 divided by 10. Okay. So, if you try to solve that one, the answer would be 510 divided by 10, and that would be 51. So, where is the 51st position? 51st rather. Okay. Where is the 51st position fall into? So, we have here, as what I've said earlier, this is 1 to the 8. This will be 9 to the 18th. This will be 19 to the 43rd, and then this will be the 44th to the 55th. Now 51st is right here, okay, in the 44 to the 55th. All right, of course, since our question is cumulative frequency below, so cumulative frequency below, so therefore the answer is 43. Okay, let's check whether we are correct, my dear math learners. All right, very easy, my dear math learners. I hope you got that one. Now let us go to question number 25. Which of the following is the value of the 85th percentile? Is it A, 31, B, 37, C, 43, or D, 48? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, my dear math learners, now we are trying to get the actual value of the 85th percentile. Now, of course, earlier, we already established that our line is here. Okay, because the 51st position belongs to this line. Okay, so our lower boundary would be 40.5 because that would be 41 minus 0.5, 40.5, plus our Kn over 100, which we already solved earlier, was 51, right? In question number 24. That will be subtracted by the cumulative frequency below, which is 43. So that is 43 over, in the formula, the division or the denominator refers to the frequency. So the frequency here is 12. So that is 12. Then multiplied by the interval, which is 41 to 50, that is 10. All right. So that is 40.5 plus 51 minus 43 over 12 multiplied by 10. Now, 51 minus 43, that would give you 8. Okay. So that would give you 8 over 12 and then multiply it by 10. Now, 8 over 12, if you try to simplify it, that would give you, I think, 2/3. Okay, 2/3. And then when you multiply it by 10, that would be 20 over 3. So 20 over 3, that would give you, I think, 6.666666, okay, or 6.67. Okay, so 6.67 will now be added with 40.5, and that would give you, I think, 46, 47 something. Okay, so if you simplify 47.67, or yeah, 47 point something, if you try to round it off, the correct answer is letter D. Now let's check whether we are correct. Okay. Very easy, my dear math learners. We still got the correct answer, so I hope you got it right. Now, let us go to question number 26. Question number 26. What is the lower boundary of the 7th decile? Okay. Still using the same data set. Is it A, 20.5, B, 30.5, C, 40.5, or D, 50.5? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, talking about the lower boundary of the 7th decile, we will now first solve for the preliminary value, and that is Kn over 10. Why we are using 10? Because we are now talking about decile. It is 10 parts. Since we are dealing with the 7th decile, so that would be 7 over 10, and our K here is 60 because our N is 60, the frequency distribution, okay, the total. So 7 times 60, that would be 420 over 10. Therefore, the correct answer is 42. So 42nd position. Now, where is the 42nd position falls into? So that is here in the 19th to the 43rd. So therefore, this is now our line. And if this is our line, then the lower boundary is 31 minus 0.5. That would give us 30.5. Okay, let's try whether we are correct, my dear math learners. All right. Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 27. What is the value of the 7th decile? So is it A, 31.1, B, 36.1, C, 40.1, or D, 44.1? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, we already established earlier that our lower boundary is located here, right? The 30.5. So the lower boundary is 30.5. All right. Now, if you try to apply the formula, that would give you the position earlier that we have, that is 42, right? So that is 42 minus the cumulative frequency below, which is 18. So that's here, 18. Then divided by the frequency on the line, that is 25, multiplied by the interval, which is 10. Okay, so that will be now our solution for this given problem. Now, 42 minus 18, if you try to solve it, that would give you 24 over 25. Multiplied it by 10, so that is 240 over 25. Okay, so when you divide 240 by 25, that would give you 9.6. So 30.5 plus 9.6, that is 40.1. So our answer for this question is letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. Right. Very easy, my dear math learners. So I hope you got that one. And of course, if you find this difficult, this solving for the group data, kindly check the formula as always and practice yourself, because by practicing, that is the time you will become expert on this level. All right. So now let us go to question number 28. Question number 28 for items 28 to 30. Okay. Mrs. Torres recorded the proficiency of the students in science. What is the total frequency? Okay, so it is given here in the data. Is it A, 175, B, 310, C, 490, or letter D, 500? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners, this question is very, very easy because we are talking about the total frequency. Now, since we have no third column for the cumulative frequency, of course, what we can do is you just add all the frequency given here. So that is 12 plus 54 plus 147 plus 175 plus 102 plus 10. And the correct answer for that one, I think, is letter D. Okay, let's check. All right. Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 29. What is the lower boundary of the lower quartile? Okay, lower quartile. So is it A, 75.5, B, 80.5, C, 85.5, or D, 90.5? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, my dear math learners. Now, in order for you to solve this one, of course, we will be applying what we have answered earlier. So, since we are talking about lower quartile, that means that is Kn over 4 because we are talking about quartile. And since this is lower quartile, that is 1/4. Okay, so that is 1/4 of 500. So what is 1/4 of 500? That is 125th. Okay, so now we are dealing with 125 here. So we will start from the lower. This is 1 up to 10. Okay, and then this 10 will be added with 102. So that means that is from 11 up to 112. Okay, then of course this one plus again 175. So therefore our 125 will fall in this part because the total here is only 112, right? So therefore by adding 175 of it, you will be taking the 125th position. So therefore this is now the line for our class for the lower quartile. And in order to get the lower boundary, of course, this one, 81, will be subtracted with 0.5, and that is 80.5. So let's check whether we are correct, my dear math learners. Alright! Very easy, my dear math learners. So now let us go to question number 30. What is the value of the lower quartile? Okay, so the value of the lower quartile right now is needed to be solved. Okay, is it A, 80.3, B, 81.2, C, 81.7, or letter D, 82.4? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, my dear math learners, we already established earlier the position of our lower quartile, right? So our lower quartile is here. Okay, so the lower boundary would be 80.5 because of this 81 minus 0.5 plus, earlier, we have solved the kn over 4. The answer for that is 125, okay? Minus the cumulative frequency of that one. So since earlier, I told you that this is 1 up to 10, and then 10 plus 102, that is 112, okay? So the cumulative frequency for this one is the 11th position up to the 112th position. So the cumulative frequency below is 112. So that is 112 here. Over the frequency, the actual frequency of our line is 175. So that will be here. Multiplied by the interval. So what is the interval here? 76, 77, 78, 79, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. So there are 5 intervals. Okay, so you just simplify this. So 125 minus 112, that would give you 13 over 175 multiplied by 5. Okay. Now, of course, if you try to solve that one, that would give you 0.37. Okay. Now, this 0.37 will be added to 80.5. So that means that is 80.87 or 80.9. So, of course, it is not in our choices, but 80.9 is nearest in this value, right? So that is 81.2 because 80.9 only have 0.3 remaining, or in order to become 81.2. That is the nearest answer. Let us try if it is correct. Okay, letter B. All right, my dear math learners, very easy. So my dear math learners, just a tip for you that if you try to solve something and you are sure about your solution, but that solution is not part of the choices, always find the nearest answer of your solution, okay? Because of course there are sometimes that questions are have the typographical error, or they intended to do that one, and just consider the nearest answer, the best answer for that given problem. Okay, my dear math learners, I just like to congratulate you for finishing 3 parts of our reviewer series. Now, if you find this helpful, please click the subscribe button and notification bell and share this to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates. Question is, what is your score in the 30 questions that we already have? Please share it in our comment section below. Now, let us go to the last part.